Namaste. Garuda Purana, Chapter 4. Atan Chatultotyayaha Garuda Ubangacam Gailgacha Chananti Mahamarge Baitaranuyam Patananti Gaiha Pa Bailnarake Yananti Daname Gataya Keshava Shri Bhagavan Ubangacam Sadaiva Kalmanirataha Shuphakalma Parang Mukhaha Shuphakalma Parang Mukhaha Narakana Narakam Yananti Duhakadu Duhakam Payadu Payama Taimaraja Pure Yananti Dripilduvai Sutu Talmikaha Baba Sutu Takushuina Dubara Malge Noiba Takushuina Dubara Malge Noiba Prajananti Tat Asamina Naba Mahaduhake Malge Vaitaranui Nadi Tatra Ye Papino Yananti Danaham Gatayami Te Brahma Kna Shicha Purapa Shicha Gokna Balakataka Sutri Kati Galpapati Ja Ye Ja Brachachanana Papinahu Ye Harananti Guroldrabiam Devadrabiam Dvijasya Pa Sutri Drabya Harino Ye Ja Baladrabya Hara Shicha Ye Ranam Na Prayachachananti Ye Vai Nyasa Baharakaha Bishiva Sakhatata Bishiva Sakhataka Ye Ja Sabishunena Baraka Marakaha Sabishunena Marakaha Sorry Doshagrahi Gunoshimaki Gunoshilaki Gunobatusu Samatasaraha Nijanuragino Mutaha Sattasamgati Parang Mukhaha Diltasajana Katakaima Guru Devi Deva Binindak Diltasajana Kat Diltasajana Satakaima Guru Deva Binindaka Diltasajana Satakai Diltasajana Satakaima Guru Deva Binimbeta Tita Diltasajana Satakaima Guru Deva Binindaka Diltasajana Satakaima Guru Deva Binindaka Kurana Bedami Mam Saniya Sa Kurana Devami Mam Saniya Yabedanan Tatu Shakaha Haishwita Tuhakitam Duroshutava Haishwite Tuhakada Yakaha Dushutava Kiasya Pakataro Dushita Chitata Shecha Ye Sada Na Shurunun bananti hitam pakyam shasatrabalti kadapi na. One second. Atma sampavitaha sitabataha mutaha paduitamaninaha ete janye ja bahavaha papishata taimabajitaha 가츠차는티 야마말게 히 로다마나 디바니샤마 야마두 다이스타 두여마나 야는티 바이타라누임 프라티 다시얌 빠타는티 예 빠빠스타나함 가타야미 테 마타람 예바마니아는 때 피타람 구루메바 짜 아짜리암 짜비 부지안짜 다시암 마지자는티 때 나라흐 파티브라탐 사투시람 구시kullinam 비나야는 비탐 스트리암 디아자는티 예 드베셔드바이탐 드베쇼드바이타라누염 빠따는티 때 사탐 구노사하스레슈 도셔나로 빠야는티 때 데시바바지냠 짜 꿀바는티 바이타라누염 빠따는티 때 브라흐마노야 프라티슈루티야 야탈탐 나 다다티 야흐 아후야 나세티 요 부루야드 따열바 부루야드 따열바 사실자 삼따따무 스바얌 따뜻다 바할다 짜따남 따뜻바 누따 바까흐 바라부르뜨티 하라시짜이바 다네 따뜻때 미바라까흐 따드나드 파티타는 두따흐 구슈이바는티 나라케슈 따느 빠따는티 테슈 예 빠빠스타나함 가타야미테 나세티카 피는나 마리아다흐 가다리암 비쇼야드마카흐 담은 피가 셰짱 그르타크나 셰짱 때 빠이 나라카가미나흐 구바남 자 따드가남 바비남 데바사드마남 브라자그르하넘 파트타라스테 바이 나라카가미나흐 비스르지아 신나는티 예 비스르지아 신나는티 예 다란 치슈는 다란 치슈는 푸르티암 스타타 구루는 우트스르지암 베트르다바지암 때바이 나라카가미나흐 샴쿠피흐 사투피흐 가시토이흐 바쇼노이흐 가는더 가이스타타 예 말가 무파루는 타는티 때 바이 나라카가미나흐 시밤 하림 수리암 가누에샴 사두구름 무타무 나 부자야는티 예 마는다스테 바이 나라카가미나흐 아로피아 다심 샤야네 비프로 가츠체다 토가띠무 브라자 무드바디야 슈드라얌 브라흐마누여데바 히야테 나라카 나마스카라 요기요 히사 가다피 드비자 타마흐 땀 부자야는띠 예 무터스테 바이 나라카가미나흐 브라흐마노 난짜 갈라함 고유드탐 갈라하프리야흐 나 발자는 디아누모다는 때 바이 나라카가미나흐 아나니아 샤라노스트리너 무리투카 라비아티크라마마 아나니아 샤라노스트리너 무리투카 라비아티크라마마 예 브라꿀바는디 비드베쇼 뜻때 바이 나라카가미나흐 예삐 가츠차는띠 까마는타 나라 나림 라자스발람 바이바스바프수 디반 시라드테 때 바이 나라카가미나흐 예 샤리람 말람 마는하오 브라쿠슈이바는띠 잘레피짱 아라메 바티 고슈투에 바데 바이 나라카가미나흐 샤스트라넘 예자 깔따라흐 샤라넘 타누숑 따타 비크레따라시자 예 데숑 데 바이 나라카가미나흐 잘마비크라 이누어 바이시아흐 시라비크라 이카흐 스트리아흐 비셔비크라 이너흐 살베테 바이 나라카가미나흐 아나탐 나누감은 빠는띠 나누감은 빠는띠 예 사탐 드베셔카라카흐 비나파라탐 다는두여는띠 때 바이 나라카가미나흐 아샤야 사마누 브라브타는 브라흐마노 날티노 그르헤 나 포자야는띠 바케피 때 바이 나라카가미나흐 살바푸 때시바 비시바스타 스타타 때슈 비늘다야흐 살바푸 때슈 지흐마 예때 바이 나라카가미나흐 야마는 사무바다야 예 바시짜다지 땐드리야흐 바시짜다지 땐드리야흐 비글라 바야는띠 다는 부야스테 바이 나라카가미나흐 아티아트마비디아다다람 나이바 마니아는띠 예 구루무 따타 부라나 바크타람 때 바이 나라카가미나흐 미트라두하까라 예자 브리티츠 체다까라 시자 예 아샤츠 체다카라 예자 때 바이 나라카가미나흐 비바함 데바야트람 자 딜테 살타는 빌룸은 바티 사 바세는 나라케 고레 다스마는 나 발다남 부나흐 아그니흐 다디아는 마하바비 Tadyana Mahapapi Kurohe Kurame Tata Pane Sa Nito Yamatu Taishijam Bahani Kunun Dueshu Pachate Aganina Dagataka Dagataga Trosao Yada Chayam Praya Chate Niyate Cha Tada Tu Taira Sipatra Bananantare Tu Taira Sipatra Bananantare. Need to check one spelling. No, 15 verses left. It's 53. I think it's 66 verses maybe. Am I in the wrong section? Oh, sorry, wrong chapter. That happens sometimes to me. Okay. 카드가티 그쇼 노이쇼짱 카드가티 그쇼 카드가티 그쇼 노이쇼 카드가티 그쇼 노이쇼짱 슈 카드가티 그쇼 노이쇼짱 따뜻빠뜨라이가 뜨라치체도 따뜻빠뜨라이가 뜨라치체도 야다 파베트 따도쭈허 시달라차차에 수카니는 드람 구루시바 포 10 left. 빠니얌 빠뚜미츠 차는 빠뚜미츠 차는 바이 들으셜또 야디 야짜떼 빠날탐 달라사뭇 달라마티우 슈놈 따다 두다이허 프라디야테 비야담 푸지야담 바나마는 나무주 스타데티 바나마는 나무주 스타데티 때 비다마트레노 때나이바 다그타는 뜨라 니바타는 띠때 가탄체트 보나루트 타야 브랄라 바는티 사디 나바트 비바샤 우체체바 사는 따시자 때 바크투마피 나샤카는 이티에밤 바후샤스타 구슈 야타나흐 바비남 스무르타흐 기메타에 비스타라 트프로크타이흐 살바샤스트레슈 파슈이타이흐 에밤 바이 글리시아마나스테 나라흐 나리아흐 사하스트라샤흐 받지 않은 때 나라께 고래 야바다 부따 삼음 플라바무 다시야 구쇼얌 팔람 그르트바 따트라이보트 바디아테 보나흐 야야 진야야 마힘 브라피아 파바는티 스타바라다야흐 부르크셔 구를마 라따 부르크셔 구를 말랐다 부르크셔 구를 말랐다 바르리 기라야시자 부르크셔 구를 말랐다 바르리 기라야시자 부르크셔 구를 부르크셔구를 말랐다 바를리 기라야시자 뜨르너니 자 스타바라 이띠 비키야다 마하모하사마 마하모하사마 버르타흐 마하모하사마 버르타흐 기뚜 바샤바시자이바 바쿠슈이너시자 잘레짜라흐 자투라시 딜라쿠슈에슈 가티탄 데바요나야흐 에타흐 세바흐 파리프라미아 따또 야는티 마누슈에타느 마누슈여타무 마누슈에피 시바파케슈 자야는테 나라카가타흐 따트라피 파파치는 하이스테 파바는티 바후두허키타흐 갈라트끄르셔터시자 자는마는타 마하로가사마kul라흐 파바는티에밤 나리아흐 파파치후노 팔라쿠슈이타흐 이티 시리가루더 पुराणो에 사로드타레 나라카프라다 파파치흐나 나라카프라다 파파치흐나 니루파넘 나마 짜툴토티아야흐. I'm gonna take a little break and then read the English. Okay. Chapter 4. On account of the kinds of sins which lead to hell. Garuda said, For what sins do they go on that great way? Why do they fall into the Vaitara Nui? Why do they go to hell? Tell me this, O Keshava. The Blessed Lord said, Those who always delight in wrong deeds, who turn away from good deeds, go from hell to hell, from misery to misery, from fear to fear. The righteous go into the city of the King of Justice by 3 gateways, but the sinful go into it only by the road of the southern gate. The Vaitara Nui river is only on this very miserable way. I will tell you who the sinners are who go by it. Slayers of Brahmins, drinker of intoxicants, slayers of woe, infanticides, murderers of women, destroyers of the embryo, and those who commit secret sins, those who steal the wealth of the teacher, the property of the temple, or of the twice-born, those who take away the possessions of women, and those who steal the possessions of children, those who do not repay their debts, those who misappropriate deposits, those who betray confidence, and those who kill with poisonous foods, those who seize upon the fault and depreciate the merit, who are jealous of those who have merit, who are attached to the wicked, who are foolish, who turn away from the company of the good. Those are those who despise places of pilgrimage, good men, good actions, teachers, and shining ones. those who disparage the Puranas, the Vedas, the Mimamsa, the Nyaya, and the Vedanta. Those who are elated at seeing the miserable, who try to make the happy wretched, who speak evil words and are always evil-minded. Those who do not listen to good counsel, nor even to the word of the Shasatras, who are self-satisfied, who are unbending, who are foolish, who think themselves learned. These and many others, very sinful, devoid of righteousness, certainly go on the way of Yama, weeping day and night. Beaten by the messengers of Yama, they go towards the Vaitaranui, and will tell you what sinners fall into it. Those who dishonor their mothers, fathers, teachers, and preceptors, and the reverend, these men sink in it. Those who wickedly abandon their wives, faithful of good qualities, of noble birth and modest, fall into the Vaitaranui. Those who ascribe evil to the good, possessed of thousands of merits, and treat them disrespectfully, fall into the Vaitaranui. Who do not fulfill promises made to Brahmins, and who, having called them, says, "There is nothing for you." Of these two the stay is continued. Who takes away what he gave, who repents of his gifts, who takes away another's livelihood, who hinders others making gifts, who obstructs sacrifices, who prevents the telling of stories, who removes field boundaries, who plows up pastures. The Brahmin who sells liquors and consorts with the low-caste woman, who kills animals for his own gratification, not for the prescribed sacrifices of the Vedas, who has put aside his Brahmanic duties, who eats flesh and drinks liquor, who is of unbridled nature, who does not study the Shasatras. The Shudra, who studies the letter of the Vedas, who drinks the milk of the tawny cow, who wears the sacred thread or consorts with Brahmin women, who covets the king's wife, who abducts others' wives, who is lustful towards virgins, and who slanders virtuous women. These and many other fools, fond of treading forbidden paths. Gotta look this up. Fools. Forbidden paths. And abandoning prescribed duties fall into the Vaitaranui. Spellings are terrible. Having come all along the path of the sinful, reached the abode of Yama, and having come, by command of Yama, the messengers hurled them into that river again. O king of birds, they then hurled those sinners into the Vaitaranui, which is the foremost among hells, who did not make gifts of black cows, nor perform the ceremonies for those who are in the upper body, having suffered great misery in it, go to the tree standing on its bank. Who give false witness, who perform false duties, who earn by cheating, and who gain a livelihood by thieving, who cut down and destroy big trees, gardens, and forests, who neglect vows and pilgrimages, who destroy the chastity of widows, the woman who despises her husband and thinks about another, such and others at the silk cotton tree experience much beating. Those who fall down through being beaten, the messengers cast into hells. I will tell you about the sinful who fall into them. Deniers, those who break the laws of morality, the avaricious, those attached to sense objects, hypocrites, the ungrateful, these certainly go to hell. Those who destroy wells, tanks, ponds, shrines, or people's houses, these certainly go to hell. Those who eat, having neglected their wives, children, servants, and teachers, and having neglected the offerings to the forefathers and the shining ones, these certainly go to hell. Those who obstruct roads and posts, with mounds, with timber, with stones, or with thorns, these certainly go to hell. Those who, self-indulgent, do not worship Shiva, Hari, Surya, Ganesha, the wise, and the good teachers, these certainly go to hell. I just want to check the spelling here. 36. Okay. The Brahmana who places a harlot on his back goes to a low condition. Begetting offspring of a Shudra woman, he is certainly degraded from the Brahmin rank. That wretched twice born is not worthy of salutation at any time. Those fools who worship him certainly go to hell. Those who are fond of quarrels do not give up causing dissension among Brahmins and cow fights, but delight in them, they certainly go to hell. Those who, through malignity, commit transgression at the time of conception with women who have no other refuge, these certainly go to hell. Those men who, blinded by passion, consort with women in the monthly courses, on the 4 days of lunar change, in the day come, time, and water on Shraddha occasions, these certainly go to hell. Those who throw their bodily refuge into fire, into water, in a garden, in a road, or in a cow pen, these certainly go to hell. Those who are makers of swords and of bows and arrows, and those who are sellers of them, these certainly go to hell. Vaishyas, who are dealers in skins, women who sell their hair, those who sell poisons, all these certainly go to hell. Those who do not compassionate the helpless, who hate the good, who punish the guiltless, these certainly go to hell. Those who do not feed the Brahman guests, who have come full of hope to the house even though food is cooked, these certainly go to hell. Those who are suspicious of all creatures, and who are cruel to them, those who deceive all creatures, these certainly go to hell. Those who assume observances and afterwards, with senses uncontrolled, cast them away again, these certainly go to hell. Those who do not respect their teacher, who imparts the knowledge of the Supreme Self, and the tellers of the Puranas, these certainly go to hell. Those who betray their friends, those who cut short friendship, and those who destroy hopes, these certainly go to hell. He who interferes with marriage, processions of the Shining Ones, or bands of pilgrims, dwells in a dreadful hell from which here is no return. The very sinful man who sets fire to a house, a village, or a wood is captured by the messengers of Yama and baked in pits of fire. When his limbs are burnt with fire, he begs for a shady place, and then is led by the messengers into the forest of sword-like leaves. When his limbs are cut by its leaves, sharp as swords, then they say, "Aha, sleep comfortably in this cool shade." When afflicted with thirst, he begs for water to drink. Then the messengers give him boiling oil to drink. Then they say, "Drink this liquid and eat this food." As soon as he drinks it, he falls down, burning inside. Getting up again somehow, he wails piteously. Powerless and breathless, he is unable even to speak. Thus it is declared, Darkushu, that there are many torments for the sinful. Why should I explain them fully when they are spoken of in all the Shastras? Being tortured thus, men and women by thousands are baked in dreadful hells until the coming of the deluge. Having eaten their undecaying fruits, they are born again. By order of Yama, they return to the earth and become unmoving and other creatures. Trees, bushes, plants, creepers, rocks, and grasses, these are spoken of as unmoving, enveloped in great delusion. Insects, birds, animals, and flesh, it is said that there are 8,400 thousands of birth fates. All these evolve thence into the human condition. Having come back from hell, they are born in the human kingdom amongst low outcasts, and even there by the stains of sin become very miserable. Thus they become men and women oozing with leprosy, born blind, infested with grievous maladies, and bearing the marks of sin. I'm going to take a little break. Okay, I'm back. Let's do this. So now it's Ragaveda, chapter 131. Inindraya hi diaurasuro anamna tenandraya mahi prativi Bari diumna sata bari mapihu Inindram bishve sajosho 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 devaso natire purahu Inindraya bishva savanani manusha ratani sanantu manusha bishveshu hi deva 사바네슈 둔자테 사마나메감 부르셔마누여바흐 부르타크스바흐 사니시여바흐 부르타크 땀 드방 나밤 나 발쇼누임 슈셔시야 투리 디마히 이는드람 나 야지냐이시 찌따야는땀 야바흐 수도메 피리는 드라마 야바흐 수도메 피리는 드라마 야바흐 비드바 따따스레 미투나 아바시아보 브라자시아 사다 가비아시아 니허스르자흐 사쿠셔는 따 이는드라 니허스르자흐 야드가비아는 따 드바 짜나 스바리아는 따 사무하시 비시카리 그라드 부르셔넘 비시카리 그라드 비시카리 그라드 부르셔넘 사짜 푸밤 바지라미는드라 사짜 푸밤 비두슈투에 아시아 비리아시아 부라바흐 부로 야디는드라 샤라디라바디라흐 사사하노 아바디라흐 샤사스타미는드라 말티아마야지움 샤바사스파테 마히마무슈노흐 브르티비미마 아포 마는다사나 이마 아파흐 디트테 아시아 비리아시아 짧기라는 마대슈 짧기라는 마대슈 부르셔는 누시죠 야다비타 사키야토 야다비타 짝갈타 까라메피아흐 무르타나수 브라바는 따베 테 아니암 나디암 사니슈 노타 시라바시아는 따흐 사니슈 노타 우토 노 아시아 우셔소 주슈에타 히알카시아 보티 하비슈오 하비마피흐 스발셔타 하비마피흐 야디는드라 하는 따베 무르토 부르쇼 바지린 찌케타시 메 아시아 바타소 나비야소 마는마 슈루티 나비야사흐 드밤 다미는드라 바브르타노 아스마유라 미트라 야는땀 두비자타 말티암 바지레노 슈라 말티암 자히 요노 아카야티 슈루노 슈바 수슈라바스타마흐 리슈덤 나 야마는 나빠 부뚜 둘마틸 비시바빠 후두 둘마티흐 나마스테 to Inandra the Asura had bowed to him, to Inandra mighty earth with wide extending tracts, to win the light with widespread tracts. All gods of one accord have set Indra in front preeminent, where in Indra all libations must be set apart, all men's libations set apart. In all libations, men with hero spirit urge the universal one, each seeking several light, each fain to win the light apart. The furthering like a ship will be set to the chariot pole of strength, as men who win with sacrifices in Indra's thought, men who win in Indra with their laws. Couples desirous of thine aid are storming thee, pouring their presents forth to win a stall of kine, pouring gifts in Indra, seeking thee. When two men seeking spoil or heaven, thou bringest face to face in war. Thou showest in Indra, then the bull, thy constant friend, the bull that ever waits on thee. This night, this thine heroic power, men of old time have known, wherewith thou breakest down in Indra autumnal forts, breakest them down with conquering might. Thou hast chastised, O Indra, Lord of strength, the man who worships not, and made thine own this great earth and these water floods, with joyous heart to these water floods. And they have brooded far this hero might when thou, O strong one, in thy joy hopest thy suppliants, who sought to win thee for their friend. The battle cry thou madest sound victorious in the shocks of war. One stream after another have they gained from thee, eager for glory have they gained. Also this morn may he be well inclined to us, mark at our call, our offerings, and our songs of praise, our call that we may win the light. As thou, O Inandra, thunder-armed, wilt, as the strong one, slay the foe, listen thou to the prayer of me, a later sage. Hear thou a later sage's prayer. O Inandra, waxen strong and well inclined to us, thou very mighty, slay the man that is our foe, slay the man hero, with thy bolt. Slay thou the man who injures us. Hear thou, O, as readiest to hear. Far be malignity like mischief on the march, afar be all malignity. Tim, little more break. Okay. I better change the title, huh? 40. So tomorrow I'm gonna finish the book. Book 2. Okay, here we go. Namaste. Miyameshu. Bakushuyo mahu. Shaucha tisabanga. Shaucha tisabanga jukupasa. Paraira samsalgahu. Sivangange jukupasayam. Shaucha mara pamanohu. Kaya vadyadaishi. Kaya napishivangangi. Kaya napishivangangi. Yatil pavati. Kim jan paraira samsalgahu. Kaya sivapa baloki. Kaya sivapa baloki. Sivamapi kayam. Jihasul murojo jala di pira kusho nala layananapi. Test. Okay, that's good enough. Better. Jihasul murojo jala di pira kusho layananapi. Jihasul murojo jala Jihasul murojo jala di pira kusho layananapi. Jihasul murojo jala di pira kusho. Jihasul murojo jala di pira kusho layananapi. Gaya shuddhati mapasyanan takam. Gaya shuddhati mapasyanan katam. Parakayairat yananta meba prayataihu. Parakayairat yananta meba prayataihu. Samsurujiyata. A little rough. We will speak with regard to observances. As a result of cleanliness, there is disgust at one's own body and no intercourse with others. As soon as there is disgust with his own body, he has begun cleanliness. Seeing the offensiveness of the body, he is no longer attached to the body and becomes an ascetic. Moreover, there is no intercourse with others. Perceiving the true nature of the body, desirous of escaping even his own body, even after he has washed it with earth and water, and other, not seeing any purity in the body, how could he have intercourse with the bodies of others, absolutely unhallowed as they are? Kim Jang Satu Bashuddhati Saumanasyaika Satu Bashuddhati Saumanasyaika Kriyanandriya Jayatma Dashana Yogyatavani Satu Bashuddhati Saumanasyaika Kriyan Satu Bashuddhati Saumanasyaika Satu Bashuddhati Saumanasyaika Kriyanandriya Jayatma Madashana Yogyatva Satu Bashuddhati Saumanasyaika Kriyanandra Satu Bashuddhati Saumanasyaika Kriyanandriya Satu Bashuddhati Saumanasyaika Kriyanandriya Jayatma Dashana Yogyatvani Jayatma Dashana Satu Bashuddhati Saumanasyaika Kriyanandriya Jayatma Dashana Yogyatvani Ja Pavananti Ti Bhagyashashvaha Shucheha Satatva Shuddhati Satataha Saumanasyam Tata 아이까 그리암 따따 이는들이 아자야스 따따시짱 뜨마다이샤나 요기야뜨밤 이는들이 아자야스 따따시짱 뜨마다이샤나 요기야뜨밤 이는들이 아자야스 따따시짱 뜨마다이샤나 요기야뜨밤 부드티사트뜨바시야 바와티티에 따츠 차오짱 스타일이야 다티가미앗 바바티티에 따츠 차오짱 바바티티에 따츠 차오짱 바바티티에 따츠 차오짱 스타일 바바티티에 따츠 차오짱 스타일이야 스타이 바바티티에 따츠 차오짱 바바티티에 따츠 차오짱 스타일이야 다티가미앗다 이티 바바티티에 따츠 차오 바바티티에 따츠 차오짱 바바티티에 따츠 차오짱 스타이 바바티티에 따츠 차오짱 스타일이야 다티가미앗다 이티 Furthermore, purity of sattva and gentleness and singleness of intent, and subjugation of the senses, and fitness for the sight of the self. The word arise completes the sentence. As a result of cleanliness, there is purity of sattva. Therefrom, gentleness. From this, singleness of intent. Therefrom, subjugation of the senses. And from this, fitness for the sight of the self is acquired by the sattva of the thinking substance. So to this, there is access, as a result of his being subjugated in cleanliness. 24 minutes time. Little short break. Okay. Samtosho danutit tamahu. Samtosho danutit tamahu. Sukhalapahu. Tatan jokatamu. Yachichan. Gamasukam. Loke. Yachichan. Divyam. Mahatusukamu. Durushano kushoya sukai. Durushano kushoya sukasyaite. Nai hatahu. Shodoshim. Kalam iti. I like short sutras. Who doesn't? Furthermore, purity of sattva and gentleness and singleness of intent and subjugation of the senses and fitness for the sight of the self. The word arise completes the sentence. As a result of cleanliness, there is purity of sattva. Therefrom, gentleness. From this, singleness of intent. Therefrom, subjugation of the senses. And from this, fitness for the sight of the self is acquired by the sattva of the thinking substance. So to this, there is access as a result of his being established in cleanliness. I feel like, I think I read this, huh? Sorry. Let me just double check. Yeah, I read it. Wrong sutra, sorry. As a result of contentment, there is an acquisition of superlative pleasure. And in this sense it has been said, what constitutes the pleasure of love in this world, and what the supreme pleasure of heaven, are both not to be compared with the 16th part of the pleasure of dwindled craving. Kayanandriyasiti tirashudatiku. Kayanandriyasiti tirashudatiku shoyat tapasaha. Kayanandriyasiti tirashudatiku. Kayanandriyasiti tirashud. Kayanandriyasiti tirashudatiku shoyat tapasaha. Kayanandriyasiti tirashudatiku. Kayanandriyasiti tirashudatiku shoyat tapasaha. Nivaitiyama nameva tapo hinasatiya shuddhatiya Hinasetia Shuddhya Paranamalam. Hinasetia Shuddhya Paranamalam. Tada Paranamala Pagama Teka Yasidetira Nuim. Tada Paranamala Pagama Teka Yasidetira Nuim. Tada Paranamala Pagama Teka Yasidetira Nuima Dia. Tada Paranamala Pagam. Tada Paranamala Pagama Teka Yasidetira Nuima Dia. Tatenendri Yasidetil. Tatenendri Yasidetil Dura Chechrabano. Dashano Dashana Dieti. I want to say that again. Tada Paranamala Pagama Teka Yasidetira Nuima Dia. Tada Paranamala Pagama Teka Yasidetira Nuima Dia. Tatenendri Yasidetil Dura. Tatenendri Yasi. Tatenendri Yasidetil Dura Chechrabano Dashana Dieti. One more. Tatenendri Yasidetil. Tatenendri Yasidetil Dura Chechrabano Dashana Dieti. Number 1. The manana, 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 manana. Yatenendri Yasidetil Dura Chechrabano manana. Tatenendri Yasidetil Dura Tatenendri Yasidetil Dura Chechrabano manana. Tatenendri Yasidetil Dura Chechrabano manana Dieti. Perfection in the body and in the organs after impurity has dwindled as a result of self-castigation. Self-castigation in the very act of completing itself destroys the defilement from the covering of impurity. As a result of the removal of the defilement of the covering of this, there is perfection of the body, such as atomization, likewise perfection of the organs, such as hearing and seeing at a distance. Sivantyaya Tishita Devata. Sivantyaya Tishita Devata Samprayogaha. Deva Voshoyaha Siddhita Shecha. Sivantyaya Shilasya Daishanam Gachachananti Karye Jasya Karye Jasya Vaitananta Iti. As a result of study, there is communion with the chosen deity. Gods and sages and perfected men come within the range of vision of who has the disposition to study and are helpful to his work. I'm going to take a little break here. Okay. Samadhi siddhiti shivara pranvitanat Ishvara pita salva pavasya Ishvara pita salva pavasya Ishvara pita salva pavasya Samadhi siddhitiriya salvami pusita salvami pusita mabit salvami pusita mabita salvami pusita mabitatam salvami pusita mabitatam janati deshanantare dehanantare kalanantare jam tatosya prajnya yatha bhutam prajanatiti prajanatiti. Perfection of concentration as a result of devotion to the Ishvara. One whose whole nature is surrendered to the Ishvara has perfection of concentration, by which he knows as the thing really is, all that he desires to know, in other places, and in other bodies, and in other times. Thereafter his insight sees into things as they are. Ukutaha saha. This is so messed up. 46. 10 more sutras to go until the end of the book. Book 2. Saha siddhiti piriyamaniya siddhiti piriyam siddhiti piriyam siddhiti piriyamaniyamaha asanadini pakushuyamaha tatra sthira sukhama sthira sukhapasanam sthira sukhamasanam sthira sukhamasanam Tadyatha padmasanam padrasanam svastikam Tanundusanam sopashrayam paryangam Grauncha nishodanam hasati nishodanam mushitura hasati nishodanam mushitura nishodanam samasamsitanam sithira sukham yatha sukham Jatyapamadini. The abstentions and observances, together with their perfections, have been described. We have the following to say of the postures and the other. In this, stable and easy posture. For example, the lotus posture and the hero posture and the decent posture and the mystic diagram and the staff posture and with the rest and the bedstead, the seated curlew and the seated elephant and the seated camel, the even arrangement, the stable and easy, also called as is easiest, and others of the same kind. Prayatna shaitiliya nananta sama patati pyam. I want to say it again. Prayatna shaitiliya nananta sama patati pyam. Sorry. Prayatna shaitiliya nananta sama patati pyam. Prayatna shaitiliya nananta sama patati pyam. Pavati iti Pagyashashoha Prayatno parama pasithyatyasanam Prayatno parama tasithyatyasanam Yana nangangameja yo pavati 아나는 때 바 사마 빠는남 지뜨다마 사남 닐빌 닐발 닐발다야 띠띠. By relaxation of effort, or by a state of balance with reference to Ananta. Results. With these words, the sentence is completed. When effort ceases, the posture is completed so that there is no agitation of the body, or the mind stuff comes into a balanced state with reference to Ananta and produces the posture. Seven or eight more to go. Tato 드밤드바나 피 드밤드바나 피카타흐 시도시너 디필드밤드바이라 시도시너 디필 시도시너 디필드밤드바이라 사나자야는 나 피푸야떼. One more. 시도시너 디필드밤드바이 시도시너 디필드밤드바이라 사나자야는 나 피푸야떼. One more. 드밤 시도시너 디필드밤드바이라 사나자야는 나 피푸 시도시너 디필드밤드바이라 사나자야는 나 피푸야떼. Thereafter, he is unassailed by extremes. As a result of mastering the postures, he is not overcome by the extremes, by cold and heat, and by the other. 다스미는 사티 시바 사열가티 비추체다흐. You know, I'm going to take a little break. I think there's a lot of processing when you're doing a lot of sutras. Okay. 다스미는 사티 시바 사브라 시바 사열 시바 사브라 시바 사열 가티 비추 체다흐 브라노야마흐 테스트 사티야 사나자 사티야 사티야 사나자예 바히야시야 바요라 자마남 시바 사흐 깝실터 깝실투여시야 바율리허 사라넘 브라시바 사흐 다율가티 비치 체다 우파야 파바흐 브라노야마흐. When there is this, the restraint of breath cutting off the flow of inspiration and expiration. After the mastery of posture, inspiration is the sipping in of the outer wind. Expiration is the expulsion of the abdominal wind. Restraint of the breath is the cutting off of the flow of these two, the absence of both kinds. I'm gonna finish right now with the sutra. I'm done with the sutras. So that was 49, 42, 49. Not bad. So today is what am I doing? Chapter 9. I think today's study is gonna be shorter than other times. 예, 바가바드기다. 나마스테 아타 나바모티아 야흐 라자비디아 라자구히야 요가흐 Shri Bhagavan Nuvacha Idam tu te guhyatamam Prabhakushuya Miyanasu Yate Prabhakushuya Bravakushuyo miyanasu yabe. Sorry. Chinyanam vichinyana sahitam. Yaji chinya deva mokusha shashupat. Raja vidya Raja guhyam pavitra midamudtamam. Pratyakusha bhagamam. Taimiyam susukam kaltuma vyayam. Ashirad datana purusha taimasya sya paranantapa aprapya mam nibaltanante murutyu samsarabaltamani maya tatamidam salvam jagadavyagadam multina matasatani salvaputani na jaham Deshivabhasatitahu na ja matasatani putani pasya me yogamaishvaram puta purana ja putasato mamatma puta pavanahu yataka shasatito Nityam vayuh salvatrago mahan tatha salvanui putani matasatani tyupataraya salva putani kaunanteya prakritim yananti mamikam kalpakushoye punasatani kalpadao visurjamyaham prakritim Sivamavashitapya Visurjami Punaha Putagramamimam Kurutasnamavasham Prakrutelvashat Na cha mam tani kalmanui Nipatnananti Tananjaya Udasi navadasi namasakatam teshu kaimasu maya tiakushueno prakrutiha suyate sachara charam hetunanena kaunanteya jagadviparivartate avajanananti mam mutha manushvim tanumashritam param Pavamajananto mama putamaheshivaram mukhakaimano mukhajinyana pichatasah rakushasi masurim jaiva prakritim mohinim shritah Mahatma nasutu mam partha daivim prakritima shritah Pajananti ananya manaso chinyatva putadima vyayam Satatam kirtayananto mam yatanantashicha tirthavratah Namasyanantashicha mam pakatya nityayukta upasate Chinyana yajinyana japyanye yajananto mam upasate ekatavena purtakatavena bahuta vishivatomukam Aham graturaham yajinyah sivatahamahamaushottam mananturohamaham jyamahamagniniraham huttam pitahamasya jagato mata tata pitamahah Vedyam pavitra mongankara rakasama yajuravacha Katilpalta prapuh sakushui nivasah sharanam suhurut 브라파바흐 브랄라야흐 스타남 니타남 비자마비아야무 따빠미야하마함 발숑 니구르흐너 미우트 니구르흐너 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 미우트 니구르흐너 미우트 스르자미 짱 아무르땀 짱이바 무르띠우슈 짱 사다사츠 짱 사다사츠 짱 하말주나 드라이비디아 맘 소파마흐 소마파흐 sorry 수타파 부타파파 야지냐이르 슈트바 스발가팀 브라타야는 때 부누여마사디아 수라는드라 로카 마시나는 티 수라는드라 로카 마시나는 티 디비아는 디비 데바포가느 데바포가느 때땀 푸그트바 스발갈록감 비샬람 구슈이누에 부누에 말티알록감 비샤는티 에밤 드라이 탈마마누 브라빠는나 드라이 탈마마누 브라빠는나 가땀 까마까 아파는 때 아나니아 시찌는 따야는 또 마음 예 자나흐 바리우바 사테 대슈음 니띠아 비우크다남 요가쿠슈에맘 바하미아함 예 비아니아 데바타 바크타 야자는 때 시라드타야는 비타흐 때비 마메바 가우는 때야 야자는 디아비티불 바감 아함 히 살바야지냐남 포크타 짜 브라푸레바 짜나두 마마 피자 나는 띠 따뜻베나 다시지야 바는 띠때 야는 띠 데바브라타 데바는 삐뚜르 데바는 삐뚜르르 니아는 띠 삐뚜르 브라타흐 데바는 삐뚜르르 데바는 삐뚜르르 니아는 띠 삐뚜르 브라타흐 푸다니 야는 띠 푸테지야 야는 띠 마디아 지노피 맘 파트람 부슈팜 팔람 또얌 요메 파그디야 브라야츠 차티 다다함 파그디우 바흐라타 마시나미 브라야타 드마나흐 야트가로슈이 야다시나시 야지주호슈이 다다시 야트 타파시아시 가우는 때야 따트구루슈바 와달파노무 슈파팔라 이레밤 모구슈요세 갈마바는 타나이흐 삼니야 사요가 유크타 뜨마 비무쿠토 마무파이시어시 사모함 살바푸 대슈 나메 드베슈요스티 나 뿌리야흐 예 파자는 띠두 마음 파크티야 마이 대슈 자비야함 아피 자투수다라 자로 파자테 마마나니아 파크 사 투레바 사 마는다비아흐 사미아그 비아바시토 히 사흐 구슈이뿌람 파바티 달마드마 샤시바츠 차는 팀 니가츠차티 까우는 때야 브라티자니히 나메 파그타흐 브라노시아시 맘히 빠타 비아빠시리티아 야피 시우흐 빠빠요나야흐 스트리오 바이시아 스타타 슈드라 스타피 야는티 바람 까티무 김 보나이브라흐마노흐 부누여 파크타 라자셔야스타타 아니티야 마수캄 로카미맘 프라피아 파자스바 맘 마는마나 파바 마드 파크토 마디아지 맘 나마스쿠르 맘에 바이시어시 유크트바이 바마 트마남 마트파라야노흐 따뜻사디티 시리마드 바가바드기타 수파니셔트수 브라흐마 비디야얌 요가샤스트레 시리 그르슈널 주나삼바데 라자비디야 요고 나마 나바모티아야흐. I'll take a little break. Namaste. Okay, I'm back. The Holy One said, "Now I will tell thee that art without envy, that most mysterious knowledge, along with experience, knowing which thou wilt be free from evil. This is a royal science, a royal mystery, highly cleansing, directly apprehensible, consistent with the sacred laws, easy to practice, imperishable. Those persons, O chastiser of fools, who have no faith in this secret doctrine, not attaining to me, return to the path of this world that is subject to destruction. This entire universe is pervaded by me in my unmanifest form. All entities are in me, but I do not reside in them, nor yet are all entities in me. Behold my divine power, supporting all entities and producing all entities. Myself doth not reside in entities. As the great and ubiquitous atmosphere always occupieth space, understand that all entities reside in me in the same way. All entities, O son of Kunti, attain to my nature at the close of a Karepa. I create them again at the beginning of a Karepa. Regulating my own nature, I create again and again this whole assemblage of entities, which is plastic in consequence of its subjection to nature. Those acts, however, O Tananjaya, do not fetter me, who sitteth as one, unconcerned, being unattached to those acts. Through me, the overlooker, primal nature produceth the mobiles and immobiles. For this reason, O son of Kunti, the universe passeth through its rounds. Not knowing my supreme nature of the great Lord of all entities, ignorant people of vain hopes, vain acts, and vain knowledge, confounded minds, wedded to the delusive nature of asuras and rakshasas, disregard me that hath assumed a human body. But high-souled ones, O son of Brita, possessed of divine nature, and with minds directed to nothing else, worship me, knowing to be the origin of all entities and indestructible, always glorifying me, striving with firm vows, bowing down to me, with reverence and ever devoted, worship me. Others again, performing the sacrifice of knowledge, worship me, as one, as distinct, as pervading the universe in many forms. And the Vedic sacrifice, I am the sacrifice enjoined in the Smritis. I am Swadhita. I am the medicament produced from herbs. I am the manantara. I am the sacrificial libation. I am the fire, and I am the offering. I am the father of this universe, the mother, the creator, the grandsire, the thing to be known, the means by which everything is cleansed, the syllable, the raku, the saman, and the yajus, the goal, the supporter, the lord, the onlooker, the abode, the refuge, the friend, the source, the destruction, the support, the receptacle, and the indestructible seed. I give heat, I produce and suspend rain. I am immortality and also death, and I am the existent and the non-existent, O Arjuna. They who know the three branches of knowledge also drink the soma juice, and whose sins have been cleansed, worshipping me by sacrifices, seek admission into heaven. And these, attaining to the sacred region of the chief of the gods, enjoy in heaven the celestial pleasures of the gods. Having enjoyed the celestial world of vast extent, upon exhaustion of merit, they enter the mortal world. It is thus that they who accept the doctrines of the three and wish for objects of desire obtain going and coming. Those persons who, thinking without directing their minds to anything else, worship me, of those that are always devoted, I make them gifts and preserve what they have. Even those devotees who, endued with faith, worship other godheads, even they, O son of Kunti, worship me alone, irregularly. I am the enjoyer, as also the Lord, of all sacrifice. They, however, do not know me truly, hence they fall off. They whose vows are directed to the Pitaras attain to the Pitaras, who direct worship to the inferior spirits called Bhut attain to Bhut. They who worship me attain even to myself. They who offer me with reverence leaf, flower, fruit, water, that offer with reverence, I accept from him whose self is pure. Whatever thou doest, whatever eatest, whatever drinkest, whatever givest, whatever austerities thou performest, manage it in such a way, O son of Kunti, that it may be an offering to me. Thus mayest thou be freed from the fetters of action, having good and evil fruits. But self-endued with renunciation and devotion, thou wilt be released and will come to me. I am a light to all creatures. There is none hateful to me, none dear. They, however, that worship me with reverence are in me, and I also am in them. If even a person of exceedingly wicked conduct worshipeth me without worshipping anyone else, he should certainly be regarded as good, for his efforts are well directed. Soon becometh a virtuous soul, and attaineth to eternal tranquillity. Know, O son of Kunti, that none devoted to me is ever lost. For, O son of Vata, even they who may be of sinful birth, women, Vaishyas, and also Shudras, even they resorting to me, attain to the supreme goal. What then of holy Brahmanas and royal saints that are my devotees? Having come to this transient and miserable world, be engaged in my worship. Fix thy mind on me. Be my devotee, my worshipper. Bow to me, and thus making me thy refuge, and applying thyself to abstraction, thou wilt certainly come to me. I think that's it. Thank you. In King Ya Ushan's name, God bless you. Amen.